Hey guys, Gerard, where have I been? I've been on a resupply run, and plus I need to do a little. I need to do a little healing. There was I hit the ground running hard for 3 months, building. I lost maybe 1/3. No, that's not fair. Maybe 1/4 of the plants I took down there. So I'm back doing a resupply run. I'm in one of my grow areas. I've got uh, I have thousands upon thousands of plants that I want to take back down to the artificial desert, as well as hundreds of trees. But I have to be careful how I take them down. I came up with this, you know, method, I guess you could call it, of just chopping the trees down, bare rooting them, putting them in bags. They can share big, garbage bags together. That'll allow them to sit in a truck or a car for a few days. And the method worked out great the first time I did it, taking everything down to Texas. However, I was building at the same time, so I couldn't get things in the ground as fast as I wanted to. So this is what I'm doing today. I was going to show you just kind of what I'm doing. So a citrus I'm taking a citrus, and well, I'm taking a couple citrus, but that's one of the, that's a 6-foot one I've cut down. And this, I don't have any idea what this is. This, I have so many trees. This was a tree that I grew. It's a tropical fruit tree that um, I purchased a bunch of seeds from a list of tropical fruit trees that had the highest sugar content from around the world. And there's a lantana that's growing in the base of it. I know people look at that lantana flower and say, "Oh, that's what it is." But I posted it actually, I think last year when it flowered. And it looks like it's about to flower now. I don't know what it is, but taking that with me. So that's going to share a garbage bag with this lemon that I'm cutting down. And so what I'm doing is I'm just basically cutting it down, and I'm putting the cuttings in water temporarily. I've got to go get the rooting hormone, and then I'm going to put them in my water bottles and just let them sit in there. Usually it takes about a month before I'm happy with the cuttings from citrus to go ahead, or this citrus. This is a very sweet Meyer lemon that I fell in love with. But it takes about a month, them sitting in a high humidity environment, before they have enough root systems to plant. And these will be trees that'll end up on the property and within the greenhouses. A very nice lemon. But I'm basically cutting it down. And it's kind of a bonsai methodology that I use between citrus growing and growing other things. And so this is a 3-trunk, plant. And I don't want that, right? This was okay as a citrus bush in a large pot. This needs to be a tree in the ground. So I'm converting it to a tree. So I'm going to keep the central structure right here, and I'll go with that bi-separating trunk. But you don't want this third one here. So what'll happen with this third one, I basically cut it back. I've only left a few leaves on it. This actually will become a bonsai. So it's a nice thick stem. It'll become a bonsai. I mean, might even possibly, if I can separate the root system down there, become just a separate tree. But I basically cut this one back. So, I've basically taken down the height by about 3 feet. So it'll fit in the Jeep that I have. Root systems will just go in the bag, save a lot of the soil, which will go in the bag with it, with that unknown fruit tree. And maybe that bougainvillea. I don't know. The bougainvillea is kind of small enough, the one in the far back corner, where I might leave it like that. But I have a big avocado, which is about 7 feet, that I want to put in the same bag. But they'll all basically share the same bag. The bag will be moist. They'll make it, on the trip, and within a week or so they'll be ready to go in the greenhouse, and then within a month all those cuttings will be ready to be potted. So, but I mean, this is just a grow area. I mean, it's junky, it's trashy, but I'm a gardener. I'm bringing this agave and a bunch of planters and stuff, and got all of these guys I'm taking. I'm focusing on food trees right now. I got a bunch of other cuttings that I'm taking. A lot of that's mint. I harvested all my mint. This looks disgusting, but I think I posted pictures of it. This was a big, massive, lush greenhouse, but I've harvested most of the mint, made cuttings with it, making essential oils with the rest. It's an aquaponic system. They're koi in the base, the water pumps up to the top and comes down. Within, I'd say probably 2 weeks while I'm not here. I mean, this is an automated system. I don't do anything with it. I just leave it alone. Within 2 weeks, this thing will be bushed up lush. Within probably 4 weeks, it'll be growing up to the ceiling again. See, there's some in the back that grew. I mean, this whole thing was covered. And I think I might have got maybe 5 pounds of mint out of here. And then when I come back next time, I'll get another 5 pounds. Anyway, but I'm just going through and I'm just kind of finding out which, who, when, where will come with me. Obviously, a lot of the succulents, I like color. You know, it's not just food, but I like pretty things. There's a grapevine that did really, really well. This was, these are just cuttings from my house before I moved out. And I just threw a bunch of cuttings in there and they're all ready to go. There's about 15 grapes in there. They'll get divided up. I like grapes. Grapes are food. There's an avocado. It's got to be grafted, but anyway, I was just kind of showing you a quick thing. I like jade, so I'm gonna take a few of those. But there's that bougainvillea I was telling you about. Love bougainvillea. Very pretty, very pretty. Anyway, and once I get all stocked up, I'll probably get back on the road, head back down to the property, and go from the building phase into the growing phase. And that's what I can't wait for, because part of the reason my body's pretty beat up is I've been eating bad American food, you know, for the past 3 months while I'm building. You know, you need to have quick and simple meals so you can work as long as you can throughout the day. And that's what I did, and I paid a price for it. You know, just strength wise, muscle wise, and probably health wise. But I think I eat pretty well, so I'm not too worried about it. So getting this food growing now, I've got other tomatoes and peppers and herbs and things I'm taking down to get those guys going. I'll go back to eating my smoothie regimen in the morning, vegetable fruit smoothies, good salads for lunch, raw meals, and build myself back up, which would be great. But paid a price, but it was a necessary price. We have work to do. So anyway, just want to do a quickie in terms of what I'm doing. Resupplying. I'm grabbing a bunch of, I've got PVC and tools I couldn't bring the first time because I couldn't fit them in. Other hardware, there's drainage pipe and things I need to bring down that for some reason only Home Depots and big box stores up here sell. Down there they don't sell them, maybe because they really don't have water drainage problems like people do up here. So I'm gonna just stuff the car full of that, head back down, and I'll see you guys back down in the dry lands as we green them up. Anyway, this is Gerard greening my little portion of West Texas. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.